What's up everyone? My name is Anthony, and in this video, I'm going to be doing a broader overview of the market and the price action that I see coming in the near future, as well as some specific stocks and companies that I see that will go along really well with my predicted price action. And before we get started, I just wanted to say a really huge thanks to everyone for the support on the last video, and that's where we called that there would be a pretty decent sized drop around here in the market. So previously we were seeing a really strong bullish trend up here with this dip, and then we rose up here, and right around this point, I said that we would have a decent sized drop to warn against the correction, and we did get exactly that. And we had a really impulsive structure downwards. And for those of you in the Discord, we were able to play this for puts on the triple Qs, the index where we're at right now. So for some really good gains. And this was doing puts in a bull market. So for those of you not in the Discord, I would highly recommend taking a visit. The link to join is in the description below. So if you have not joined already, feel free to do so. And for now, I'm going to be doing some wave counts over the price action that I see occurring in the very near future, so the next couple of days or so. So in order to better understand what I see coming in the next few days or so, I want to zoom out a bit on previous price action and the broader wave counts to give you a general sense of what we can expect in the near future of the market. And for the record, I'm pretty bullish on the markets as of now, and I'll explain to you why that is. So I'm going to take a step back and go to the 1 hour time frame. And I'm going to show you exactly what I see in the markets going on right now. So very broad terms, so this is starting back from the COVID drop. So over here in around April, May. So we have a start of an impulsive wave. So a 1, 2, 3, 4, and now this whole thing is the fifth wave upwards. So we're in a fifth wave, very broad term. And within this fifth wave, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 down here, and then a 5 upwards to finish off the fifth wave. And within this fifth wave, we're seeing more subdivisions. So I'm going to go down to the 15-minute time frame and explain that. So now we're zooming in on that fifth wave. So within that fifth wave, let me go all the way back here. So we see a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5 up. So now we're in the fifth wave of the fifth wave of the fifth wave. So within these nested fifth waves, we're starting to get into some short-term wave counts. And to look at this further, I want to get rid of all these drawings to make it a little bit more clear to see what's going on. So we see here we're starting an impulse wave as well. So we have a 1, 2, 3 all the way up here. We haven't finished this third wave yet. We're still in the third wave. Then we're going to come down for a 4 and 5. So if I draw that out, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. And now we're going to zoom in onto this third wave. So to do that, we'll go to the 5-minute time frame, and we can see within this third wave, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5 upwards. And now, so to make that a little bit more clear, this is the start of a fifth wave. And when I zoom in on the 3-minute time frame, that's what I was showing you at the beginning of the video. So we're in this fifth wave right now. And this is the shortest term subdivision we can get. So this is just getting really, really specific into the wave count. And I understand that can be very complicating because there's a lot of nesting, as you saw by the analysis. So it's totally okay to not understand every single layer of the wave count. But in general, we're still in a bullish long-term wave 5, in a wave 5, in a wave 5. So that means we still have some momentum left to go. But that's just to be aware that wave 5s are typically pretty choppy and not as strict of an increase that you would expect. So I'm hesitant towards doing straight up options on the triple Q and SPY now because wave 5s can be a little bit slow and not as profitable. But that's why I'm going to be recommending some companies to get into that will go really well with this wave 5 bullishness that we can be expecting. So now if we look at this really short-term subdivision, we have a 1, 2, 3, that's not completed yet, and then a 4, and then a 5. And this is all within those structures that I just mentioned. So yeah, pretty much we're very bullish on the markets right now. And I do see the completion of this third wave, and then we'll come down for some consolidation for a fourth wave, and then back up for a fifth wave to finish off all those fifth waves. So, and this is just for the triple Qs, and for the SPY, which is a representative of the S&P 500, we have the exact same wave count. So we see a 1, 2, and then a 3 upwards, 4, 5. So if we want to get some profit taking or just some expected level targets we can take our Fibonacci trend-based extension tool, drag it down to the bottom of wave 1, to the end of wave 1, and then down to the end of wave 2. So we see some levels around here. So the 420-ish area. So I expect that to be the stopping point for the wave 3, and then a consolidation for the wave 4 around these levels. We'll kind of get to those levels when we do get up to the wave 3, and then we'll come up for a wave 5. So that's why I'm bullish on the markets right now. We can see a very clear start of an impulsive wave, and now we're moving upwards for the wave 3. And this is the exact same case for the triple Qs. So to identify price targets, we do the exact same thing. So just bottom of wave 1, up to the top of wave 1, down to the bottom of wave 2. And we do get 343, 342 targets. And the reason why I'm targeting these zones is because 1.618 and 1.414 are very common levels for a wave 3, and we can see they have very strong correlation with the recent tops of the market. So I expect some resistance up here, so we will come up possibly to these levels, and then we'll come down for a wave 4, and then back up for a wave 5 over here, like so. So that's just my price to predictions on the market. And now I want to do a review of some key companies that should go along with this bullishness in the markets. So first one is Salesforce. So this is one of my top 5 stock picks from a while ago, and I did recommend getting into this on my YouTube around these levels, and now we pushed off really nicely from them, and I currently still see a lot more upside as we're just barely getting through trying to break this parallel channel consolidation. And the reason why I'm so bullish on the stock is because we've been consolidating within this parallel channel ABCDE formation for a few, or actually many months. So this has been from the beginning of September. We've been starting this consolidation, and when you finally break out of consolidation patterns by closing above this trend line, that's some really good bullishness you can expect from the stock. And I'm going to show you some price targets that I'm seeing in the future. And this additionally will go really well with the bullishness on the tech sector, as I showed you in the triple Qs. So it all makes sense that we'll break through the channel and have some really good bullish upside on Salesforce. And to identify some price targets or just simple profit-taking levels, let me show you how to do that. So we have the bottom of wave 1 right here, top of wave 1, down to the bottom of wave 2 over here. And we can see some confluence targets. So this means the 0.786 level right here is the first profit-taking level at 250-ish. And the reason why I really like this level is because the top of the wave D is right at this level, as well as the 786, and 250 is a psychological level of resistance and support, just because it's a pretty big number, 250, 200, 100, 150, etc. So I expect this to be the first level of resistance that we can expect on the way up, and that next one will be around these levels, so the 1.414 and 1.618, so roughly 270 on CRM. And this makes sense because it's right around that top of the B wave. So hopefully when we do get up to these levels, which I do see in the near future, these would be some key levels to take profits. And right now I'm currently in option plays in Salesforce, and in my Discord I signal the exact strike price and expiration contract that I highly recommend taking. And all this information is provided to subscribers of my Discord, where you get access to all the subscriber alert channels, which contains my plays, my recommendations, and all my signals. So when you become a premium investor in a Discord, you get access to the exact contracts that I see are the best way of taking advantage of the bullishness on stocks like Salesforce. So if you haven't joined the Discord already, I'd highly recommend joining, and the link to join is in the description below. So from this bullishness, I'm going to zoom in a little bit on the 5-minute time frame and just kind of explain what I expect. So we're going to see some convergence with this upper trend line right here, along with this resistance level that we need to break. So we already popped above it and we closed slightly under, which is totally fine, but we need to, we'll see some kind of reaction over here. So right here is where this long-term trend line and our current resistance levels converge. So I expect to see some reaction to this level, and if we do break out over it, that's a really good signal, a bullish signal, and we will see really good upside to the stock. So that's it for Salesforce. So next on the list is Net, or Cloudflare, and in my previous top 5 stock pick video, I recommended getting into the stock around the 65 to 67 zone, so anywhere around these levels. Now we're sitting at $82, and that's around a 26, 25, 24% gain. So that's absolutely insane for the stock. And in my past video, I also said that we're in still a corrective sequence, so an ABC. So if you're in this stock right now and you've made profits off this really good increase, I would highly recommend taking profits because we're right around these very expected levels of resistance. And we can tell that this is pretty much an ABC formation right here, so an ABC, because this C wave of the B wave is not really impulsive, it's not very strong, but we do get that upside. So once again, take profits if you're up here. Next on the list is NIO. So this is actually a really interesting pick. So I did not get into this in options, but I did get into this in stocks because when we're in this consolidation, it's really hard to know the exact time that will pop out. But we did pop out of that area, and I do see us coming up to at least the 48 zone. So that's a pretty good increase to expect around here. So that's around 25, 20, anywhere from 20 to 25% gain. So once again, still bullish on NIO, and I do recommend getting in because we do pop out of this bullish wedge formation. So we gotta pop out of it, and I do expect us to come up. So that's it for NIO. Apple already hit my price target, so I recommended getting into it at the very bottom right here. And we did pop up really nicely, and I did get into option plays in my Discord. So everyone in those option plays profit off massively from like doubling, tripling their investments on Apple options. So right now, I would recommend not getting into any positions because we're still consolidating at these very high resistance levels. So I'll have to wait for price confirmation to see what to expect in the near future. But we do have earnings coming up this week, so yeah, I'm just gonna be watching. Not any plays on Apple. We already made a lot of profits on this. So Tesla, same thing. I do see we already came up to my levels for the B wave, and so yeah, we already came up for Tesla. Like Apple, I'm just gonna wait and see what happens to price action. Okay, so that's my updates on these 5 picks from previously, and how I made profit and the people in the Discord made profit on those plays. So next, a new stock pick on my list is GE, or General Electric. So I do see, let me zoom out a little bit on the 1 hour time frame. So we do see the start of an impulsive wave right here. So a 1, 2, and then a 3, 4, 5. So a very simple formation of a wave pattern. And the reason why I wanted to get into General Electric is because a lot of my stock picks are in technology. And while I am bullish on technology, I want to have a little bit more diversity in my picks as well as the sectors that I'm involved in. So General Electric is a good way to get in on the bullishness of the markets without having to be involved in the tech sector. So we see a very clear consolidation for wave 4, and we see a breakout of this wedge pattern. So we had a breakout right here, and we're hovering around resistance levels. So I expect us to come up for a wave 5 right here. And in terms of price targets, I can actually identify those right now. So let's see. We have the start of the wave 1 up to the top of wave 1, and then we drag it down to the bottom of wave 4. And we're going to do it to this pivot low. So I do see us coming up to anywhere in these targets, so maybe 16 to 17 as possible wave 5 targets. I would start taking profits around 15. Right now I'm not in any plays on General Electric because I'm waiting for a little bit more confirmation that we can stay above this resistance right here. But these are my general areas of where I think the stock will go in the future. So anywhere up here. So that's what I'm seeing. For General Electric, this is, if I see any good plays to be made, I will post them instantly in the Discord, and they'll be available to subscribers there. And next on the list is AZN, or AstraZeneca. So this is another breakout play. So we had a falling kind of closing wedge in this area, and we broke out of it. And once again, I'm seeing another wave formation. So let me go to the 4 hour time frame for this. Actually, no, that's too wide. Let me go into the 2 hours. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a 1 up, and now we're coming down for a second wave. And I think we already completed that corrective sequence, and the evidence of that is because we're able to pop out of this correction trend lines. So once we do pop out of that, I do see us forming a wave 3 upwards, and this makes sense in terms of logistically because vaccines are coming out and they're becoming very popular, especially with people getting vaccinated. So I do expect us to have this impulsive wave 3 upwards. And in terms of price targets, we can expect a wave 1 up here, and we come down to the wave 2. So a simple price target zone would be 75, which is a lot of upside we can expect. So starting from here, that's around a 45% increase, and this is just a conservative price target. So I'm expecting us to have some really good upside on this vaccine stock, and I will be posting some signals in the Discord when I do see a really good buying opportunity. Right now, I want a little bit more price confirmation that we can push off these lows in an impulsive structure. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And once I see a really good opportunity, especially for option plays, that will be posted in the Discord. So that's going to be it for this video. I know I went over a lot of information, but the main thing to know is that I'm bullish on the markets, especially over the next week, and I prefer getting into individual companies as of now because wave fives can be a little bit choppy and a little bit more risky. So these are just updates on the previous top 5 stock picks, as well as the introduction of 2 new stock picks that I see to diversify our portfolios and get in on this upside. And I'll keep you guys updated with anything that's going on in the YouTube as well as in the Discord. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.